If you want a high-performance, fully automated robotic lawnmower that can handle complex terrain, slopes, and precise edge cutting, you're gonna want to check today's video out. All right, guys, welcome back to another video. If you guys enjoy keeping a nice-looking lawn, but you don't want to be spending hours mowing your lawn, pushing your mower around, doing all that extra work, today I have an awesome product for you guys. We are going to be going over the Ecovacs GOAT A2500 RTK. This machine came to me. I was really interested in grabbing it because honestly, when I spend a lot of time in my front yard, I kind of do neglect my backyard. It doesn't get mowed nearly as often. It doesn't get as much attention. So I wanted something that can kind of help me out a little bit. I went ahead and got this machine. So we're gonna go ahead, unbox it today and set it on up. All right, guys, and there she is. This is the Ecovacs GOAT A2500 RTK. It has a 32-volt energetic platform. It can mow over 5/8 of an acre in just 13 hours. And it has a lens LiDAR enhanced RTK navigation system. So that way, if it does lose signal with that RTK, the system will automatically know. It also does have a true edge consistent edge mowing, which is kind of a cool little feature. I wanted to test out a lot of these mowers. They don't get close enough to the edge and you end up having to come back over them later on. So this one I've seen, it kind of goes over your edges a little bit more so you can get a nice clean edge with your cutting. On top of that, the Ecovacs can cut at a 50% slope. It has a 3D obstacle avoidance system and intelligent path planning, so that way it's not doing some random cutting all throughout the lawn. It's really, a solid, smart piece of machinery. At least that's what it is advertised as. I can cut between 1.2 inches and 3.6 inches, anywhere in between there. So if you want to go a little bit lower, you can. If you want to go a little higher, you're good. So really, solid area for a lot of you guys that are going to be mowing consistently. So, the big thing with mowing is you want to make sure that you're mowing consistently and frequently. So having something that's robotic in my backyard to be able to do that for me is really going to help out, saving me time from coming back here and having to get everything going. I can then more so focus, my mowing up front and then fertilizing everything all at the same time. So really excited to go and get this going. We're gonna go ahead and unbox it and show you guys everything that's inside. First thing we have here is our docking station, it looks like. Very cool, very nice design. We have our pole for our RTK system. Of course, your lovely directions. And then the beast itself, that looks nice. I have to say, this is nice and big. That's what she said. All right, let's get this on out of here. Your RTK system right here. Underneath should be the base. And then, there's a little base that we go ahead and put it in the ground with. Let me clean this up real quick and then we'll get it on the table. Okay, so let's talk about the machine itself. Just from first initial looks of it, it is heavy. I mean, this thing is heavy. All right, nobody's snagging this thing as they're going by. Very nice and sleek. I love the design of it. It looks, basically futuristic, really nice robot. And then underneath here, we have a dual blade design. They are slightly offset. So you have your dual blades here. You want to make sure that you switch out these blades every now and then, just to make sure you're getting a nice clean cut. So go ahead and get rid of those. We have our nice caster wheels here and our nice gripped wheels here. These have some nice grip to them. They look like, I definitely think that they could probably go up maybe even more than a 50% incline, but 50% is probably safe. So these have some nice grip to them. I think you're gonna do a really good job. These are really close to the edge too, so I guess I can see how they get that edge design, but again, what the true edge does, it allows the machine to get closer to your edge and get you a better cut. So we're gonna go ahead, get everything else undone, go ahead and get this bad boy set up and test it on out. Okay guys, and then so when you place your RTK device, you want to make sure that it is away from your house, large trees, anything that basically gives it a clear open sky. So we're going to go right here. This allows it to have, a full open sky, be able to communicate with the machine easily and not have any problems. So all you have to do, push it down, and there you go. The system does give you some stakes to go ahead and stake those wires down, and the wire is quite long, as you can see here. I'll go ahead and show you guys real quick. Here's where my RTK is, and that is where the machine is going to be housed at. So there's a nice long wire for you to go ahead and use for the RTK. And it's not a big issue at all. So you can go ahead and stake that down and there's no problem at all. You go ahead and make sure those wires don't come loose on you, and make sure it's nice and clean for you. All right guys, so now that we are all set up, we're gonna go ahead and let the machine fully charge on up. It is charging now, so we're gonna give it some time, and we're gonna come back again in a little bit to go ahead and map everything out, see how easy it is, and go ahead and get into the app. So let's go ahead and let this thing charge up for a little bit, and we'll be back in a minute. So while that's charging, I did want to go over something because it actually just did start to kind of sprinkle a little bit here, even though the sun's out, oddly enough. The machine is rated IPX6 on the waterproofing scale, so it can handle being out in the rain, so you would be totally fine. It does have some sensors on top, so if it does start raining, it will go back to its home. So really kind of a cool feature as well. I know a lot of the new mowers have that, but you don't have to worry about this one. I would like to see maybe a cover for it though, like if it is raining. I think that'd be kind of a cool feature that Ecovacs could come out with, just in case you do get, you know, heavy rains or whatever, and you want to kind of keep the machine looking a little cleaner. So just a piece of advice, maybe a little something I'd like to see. All right guys, so while that's charging, it is the perfect time for you guys to go ahead and jump in and grab your phone. And all you have to do is go to your app store and download the app. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump in right now. It's very simple, it's just the Ecovacs Home. And you go ahead and download that app. You'll see here on my screen that I already have it, so I'm gonna go ahead and open that up. And when you open the app up, it's going to ask you to create a profile. I already went ahead and created a profile for myself. Once you create that profile, it's going to ask you to scan to connect or search for a device. So scanning to connect is really easy. You just give it access to your camera, and then you look for the QR code and scan that. There's a QR code right there on the machine. You take your phone, go and put it right on there, and you just have to make sure that your phone is connected to Wi-Fi. And then it asks you to press the power on button for 2 seconds on your machine. You power it on your robot, and then you're gonna go ahead and set a pin for your machine. So I'm gonna set a pin on mine. You hit OK, you move over to the next one, or to the next number to pick. And you'll set your own pin for your machine, just to make sure it's nice and safe. And then what it's gonna ask you to do is hold the recharge button for 3 seconds, and then just enter network setup mode.
Now setting up the network.
And there it is, now we're setting up our network. We've heard the sound. Searching for the device. We need to put in our Wi-Fi information and the password, and then your machine will connect to the home Wi-Fi, and you'll just kind of go through this process here, and then you'll just go ahead and name your robot. You can name whatever you want. I mean, Goat is pretty cool. You name it Billy. Name Billy Goat, right? And then and then it's going to download some new software into the machine. So we'll go ahead and let that go for a bit. So obviously, depending on your internet speeds and where your Wi-Fi is set up at, this could take a little bit more time. I have pretty good internet speed, so it shouldn't take me too long here to go ahead and get this going. All right, guys. So now that the machine is fully charged up, firmware and software have been downloaded, installed into it, we are finally ready to go ahead and get going on it. All right, guys. So quick edit. You probably just saw me put the machine or put the docking station down. I did have to move it. As I was docking it again, it was not lining up properly. It kept wanting to kind of come in it from an angle a little bit. So I went ahead and moved the docking station over just away from the cement, so it gives a little bit of extra room. So what is really cool about the machine is it can do an auto map for you. And when you go to start mapping, you hit auto map, hit continue, and let the machine kind of do its work. So what's pretty crazy is the machine is auto mapping on its own. I don't have to drive it. It's following my grass path with its cameras and its AI technology and knowing exactly where to go. I'm not touching anything. I'm letting it do all of this movement all on its own, mapping out my lawn. As we can see here, it's following along the path line of my lawn. It curves here. It's doing this all on its own here. It's doing this all on its own, all while creating the map on the app for us to go ahead and map out exactly where it needs to mow. I'm very, very excited to kind of see this keep going. We're able to keep following this around and have the lawn get finished up here. And there you guys go. It literally mapped it, the entire lawn, on its own. You didn't have to do anything but follow the machine around and let it do its work. So really cool, really awesome, piece of AI tech that can really just make your life so much easier. And then once you get your area measured out, the next thing you do is you're gonna set up your schedule. So you go right into your app, you're gonna hit set schedule, add a schedule. I wanna do this twice a week. I'm gonna set my mower up to mow twice a week. I'm gonna do it for the area. And then I'm gonna select zone 1, and I'm gonna have it go Sunday mornings at 7 a.m., nice and quiet. Nobody's gonna be bothered by it because it is a very quiet machine. It's gonna finish up at 9:30. And then we're gonna do the same thing on area for the next day. And we're gonna do that one on Thursday at 7 a.m. as well. Same deal, ending up at 9:30, and we're gonna go ahead and hit save. So once you go ahead and do that, the mower lets you know that it's been received with a nice little ding notification, and your mowing is fully ready to go. I have the machine now going back to charge, and it's really kind of cool. It gets back in there. You see it jump back into the charging station right here, and there she goes. She's nice and in. All right, it's gonna hit the little charging plates and it says work has been completed. Must be nice. So that is the simple way to set it up. You could totally drive and set it up and map it. As you guys saw with my little plates here, it didn't recognize these. It kind of went around them because I don't think it understood what it was. Again, not a big deal. I can kind of have it go back over that and remap that if I wanted to, or let it be. I'm probably gonna remap it, I'll be honest with you guys. So we'll go ahead and remap that. It's not hard to go ahead and do that either. Next up, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have it mow. We're gonna set it up to mow. So I'm gonna break out my app again and we're gonna go ahead and do some mowing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit a auto, we're gonna hit start, and it's gonna start going. So here you go, see, preparing for work, and now the mower is going. So if you wanted to, you can change some of the mower settings within the app. Really kind of cool. You can change how the mower will mow the lawn, so you can get some different striping actions, and it shows you what that would kind of look like. So for my yard, I want it to go vertical up and down because that's the best striping direction for me. If you had, some different lines or different sun orientations, you can go horizontal, and it's gonna kind of get you the best look. You can change it on up there. You can set up your edge mowing so to make sure that it gets, you some good edges. Your rain sensors there, your animal protection set up, and then of course you can set it up to your mowing height. So for me, I'm gonna have it go down to about 1.6 inches. You can have it do delicate or quick. I'm gonna have it sit on delicate for now, see how that goes. And then you have your avoidance mode. There's normal environments, flat ground with short grass, and high grass environments. We're gonna stick with the normal for now, just to kind of see how it works out. And then after that, so now that all your settings are set up, we're good to go. And we're gonna go ahead and hit a area, and we're gonna have it sit zone, and we're gonna go ahead and start. We're gonna have this baby go and cut our first lawn back here for this season. So let's go ahead and watch her go. So guys, while also being a great mower and it's doing a really wonderful job mowing, it does have some obstacle avoidance in it too. So we're gonna go ahead and drop down a little bit of a test here, see how well this works. So you see the mower is going, it's working. See, it sees the chair, it's just gonna go right on around it. So it does a good job at avoiding obstacles. If you have something in your lawn, something in the way, it's going to go ahead and avoid those things, go around them, and continue mowing as it should do. This mower is built for somebody who is going to enjoy just having it set up, do its own thing, and you can set it, forget it, and you don't have to worry about anything at all. So it's making some really good cuts here. Look at all this, some good stuff in here. All right, so it's making some really good clean cuts. This lawn was pretty long to start off with, and we're gonna go ahead and let it continue to do its thing back here. Save me some time, allow me to focus again more on the front lawn, and it is super quiet. It's right here. It's right here, and you can talk right on over it. You can have it go and do whatever you want. It's not gonna bother anybody to have it mow super early in the morning. Nobody's gonna know it. So that's my review, guys, of the Ecovacs A2500 RTK. I absolutely think it is a great piece to add to your arsenal if you're looking to not mow all the time. If you don't have the time, if you're got some challenging, lawnscapes where maybe you have some difficult hills and it might be a little dangerous to be pushing that mower up on you, this is a good piece to go ahead and snag. So I will leave a link to the product down below in the description. And other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, you guys know what to do. Smash that like and subscribe button. And as always, guys, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one.